remember the year was about 2001 when they bought the first Toyota Fielder. That was the first generation. Then we went on, 2006 came the second generation. Now this is the third generation of the Toyota Fielder. This comes with the traditional 1NZ engine, 1.5 liter, gives you about 103 horsepower, but it has something different. It is 4-wheel drive. Now, a lot of you guys normally, when you go to the market, you want to buy a car, probably 2-wheel drive, but the traders these days are bringing a lot of 4-wheel drives.
We talk the truth or just a brand for car lovers across the land.
My car journey did not start with a love of speed or shine. It started with frustration. I watched local brokers manipulate buyers. I saw mechanics cut corners. People paying too much for too little.
Why you know want to see?
Paso, Vitiz, Sienta, Spacio.
And I could not stand by while our car happiness was stolen from us. That's what lit the fire in me. I wanted to change the narrative, one ride at a time, to make sure everyone could get a decent car at a fair price, to do the inspections others skip, to share real, honest reviews, to give people the knowledge they need to make better choices. Because for me, it's not about the horsepower. It's not about the shine. It's simply for the love of cars. This show is not just about cars. It is about our cars. It is about our journeys. It's about our love of the ride. Welcome to For the Love of Cars.
If you're feeling good,
So this car has a traction. You see, that's the light for traction control. It doesn't go off. The owner says she went to replace shock absorbers and that happened. Now you see when you press this button, the light should go on and off as you please, but this doesn't happen. So I just want to diagnose and see what the issue could be. And of course, that's something I would recommend that she go to check out when she can. So this is a 2015 Fielder. As you see, the dashboard looks quite different from your normal Fielders. It's quite different. It's humongous in a funny way, and it has the curves that I don't know why they made them like that. And then of course it has those circular AC vents at the end. It's 2015 without smart key, and it has the 1NZ engine. Yeah, it has a 1NZ engine, popular engine. It has a different shape. And then, you know the other thing I like? I like this. I like the manual handbrake, yeah? So let's see what the health report gives us. And it comes with CVT. It comes with CVT, drive, sport, and braking. And then we have storage here. And then we have storage here, and also in the other doors. And then now the one thing I've seen is SRS body control module has 3 errors. So you see, this is the other thing that needs to be worked on. I think it was done by the people that put the Android radio in here. This is supposed to go all the way down here, because when it goes all the way down, then it means it'll be able to give you the air through the top AC vents, but it stops along the way. So that's something that will have to be fixed, yeah? The rest of these actually work perfectly, yeah? The rest of these actually work perfectly. It will give you heat when you need heat, and it will give you cold when you need cold, yeah? The heat had come. And the dashboard is basic. Everything else here changes. Let me see. So these are battery. I think from before the car was bought. Yes, this is from before the... Guys, when you go to buy a car, you need to go with someone that actually will put a diagnosis machine on the car and spot some of these errors. Some of these errors are totally harmless. Let me show you, for example. Let me see, which one can I show you? There is one error that is very, very harmless. This is very harmless. Power window slide malfunction, or sometimes it says lost communication. Yeah, and you see they are in history because they are no longer there. And normally it happens with all the 4 doors. But why does this happen? With the Bond cars, you know, they put a battery, and that normally brings the malfunctioning. I'm just trying to find out what's wrong with the traction control. And if I see, I'm going to clear steering angle sensor socket, the squib drivers. This was done when they were doing wheel alignment. And then lost communication. Let's just clear and see if it goes away. It won't go away. This is something that has to be checked out. ABS, it doesn't go away. Steering angle sensor. So that's the error. It can be worked out. Let's first go for a test drive and see. So the owner of this car wants 32 million shillings. It's a 2015 model. It's a UBN, because when we do pre-sale inspection, we don't hide the number plates. It's a UBN, and you know, UBN was, people started buying UBN around the end of 2023, I think. The beginning of 2023, people were buying the UBN series. And the fact that this person bought a 2015 Fielder at the UBN time, it means they actually had money. The owner bought this car at 45 million shillings. And right now, I think it's about 40 to 42 million shillings, this same model. So it went down because now increasingly has to be the car that now bring. And obviously before we start the pre-sale inspection, I normally tell the people, you know what, I'm going to be quite honest with the people that hope to buy this car. This is a very good buy, by the way. Remember there is a time we had the same model of the Fielder, and that one had the 2NR engine, the 2NR, which is the replacement of 1NZ, yeah? Still 1.5, but this one has the traditional 1NZ engine, which makes it a fantastic buy. One of the issues that probably you'll have to see immediately when you come to buy the car is that it has a windscreen. It has a windscreen crack. Yeah, now that is not a very big deal. Windscreens can be replaced at around at about 250,000. Most of the windscreens are between 200 and 220,000 shillings. So that's one thing that I've seen. Good thing with this car is that you get curtain airbags here. You don't get them here, but you get them in the rear. You basically have 6 airbags, which makes it quite safe. You have the driver airbag, the passenger airbag. There's a curtain airbag here. There's one curtain airbag there. A curtain airbag. And then you also have curtain airbags in the rear, yeah? The other thing that you get by buying this car is that now you don't actually have to go and install yourself an Android radio. Let's see how fast it is. Responsively. Guys, I tell you, when you're buying Android radios, you need to buy something that's really fast. So it actually responds. Normally these radios, especially when there is a lot of heat, zimanyobata are responding. I have no idea why. So bakungu chibano bebatwala. I think the traffic officers that drive those big bikes, but like abewulira. Kubaya abavuga piche nene talinga bajaji. Kankulage pichi iri girabe. Abanga avuga piche zali mo coming to America. Abaye matira mulabe yina bwatudde ku pichi fala bate tuli bantu. Anyway, so the car doesn't have an alarm system. It doesn't come with an alarm system. It doesn't come with the tracking system. So the moment you buy the car, you have to come to Arthur for the alarm. And now the advantage you get with this car is that you don't have to pay for pre-purchase inspection to anyone. Like Arthur has inspected it for you, and the seller has paid for the inspection for you. It has a very good suspension, and we're going to go to item makakubo ko mukatanga kali ako akobunya. Orayo kagira gwe Smile moroka siyo zekwana vayo. So the AC is actually really cold. It's cold. It's really hot outside. Yeah, it's really hot outside. This car doesn't show us the outside temperature. Now I just want us to see the average. I know a car from 2015 should be able to show us the average. So the average, it shows us that it gives us 7.3 kilometers per liter. But that it's here. That one depends on who is driving and their driving habits, and where they drive from. Is there depression here? On all way chinyanya sichitegero bachachi. Tojawo katifunda mu. Obo yagala nze mbanzire mabega. So the steering, this car has an electronic, we call it electronic steering. That's why it's really soft. Kati obunyambu kuba intentionally so that I feel the suspension. When we go Kurunya, one of the things we're going to be looking for is we don't want a car that has a leakage, especially with the gearbox, because it's CVT. But even with the engine, we want something that is really clean. Yeah. Apart from the traction control button, this car has no other errors. We're going to put the machine on later. Of course, I can't check the electronics. It might be a blown fuse, but that's not my job. So whoever buys this car, that's one of the things you have to deal with. It could be a blown fuse, it could be a loose connection, it could be a disconnected socket, something like that. But that's very easy. So what does the traction control help you with? Traction control is a system in all these modern cars that makes it almost functions like, you know, the way four-wheel drive would function, yeah? So now the traction control doesn't give you four-wheel drive like performance, but it makes sure that the wheels, at least the wheels that are moving, are stiff at the points when they're supposed to stiff, and they move faster at the points. I want you to feel. Aha, the braking is also good. Now, people don't know how the ABS system works. ABS, you know, when you press the brake, you drop at once. Now, ABS does. That's why when you brake abruptly, it will be giving you that funny sound, because that's how it's supposed to function. Tulinombinya wano mukatanga for the people that know. Tulimbinya bya mukatanga. So it's it handles very well. So wansi mu suspension nga sinaba nagenda kulunya, I actually predict you're not going to repair anything in the suspension system. The shocks, none of them is making a sound. The rubbers, the tweeter bushes, they are all intact. Nepibi ekuba. Ojulida. Nepibi ekuba. So guys, we're going to go to the northern bypass, and then we're going to look at this car, see how it moves. See. Now, obviously, guys, when I drive it, I make it look like it's really fast. But it's a 1.5 liter vehicle. It doesn't have massive power, yeah? It doesn't have a lot of... I know when you're of course, it's a new car. It's not really new, but it's like 3 years old. Turns out, we're 3 years old. And if you buy it soon, like if you buy it, from the time that this video has been like uploaded, if you buy it in the next couple of days, it has a quarter tank. In a quarter tank. So let's drive So bw'ogigula kati oguliramu quarter tank ya mafuta. Now the owner, the question is going to be, why is the owner selling this car? The owner came with two cars, a 2017 Harrier and this one. So now you know what the owner is selling. You cannot be having a Harrier 2017 and then you have this one and then you drive this one. Yeah, this is like 3 years old. The 2017 car is like, I think she has had it for like 4-5 months. So the owner says this, at the time she wasn't living with her kids. So this was used to transport her kids, to take the kids to school, buy stuff from the market and stuff. And she wasn't driving it. She had a driver driving it. And so eventually she bought her Harrier. And she says, this car has been parked for some time. She says, okay, let me do away with it. The one thing that the driver didn't maintain very well is, guys, I've been telling you, when you take your car to a washing bay, don't go to any washing bay. Go to a washing bay where they can vacuum your car. But a vacuum clean, vacuuming bulungi. Now the driver has been taking this car to a place where they don't vacuum. Let me show you from here. Bana abaana abata vacuuming, ettaka bali nyigira mu kiwempe. Kati bino ebiwempe bya black biri very delicate, ettaka nga lyeyongerayo wansi eyo. Okiraba? So okumanyira emmotoka ebadde etambuza abaana bugalubindi bw'abaana abawuga obulaba. Kati some of you guys grew up from poor backgrounds. Mwagala okuyita humble mu kwekerera. Poor is poor. Buno bugalubindi mwabwambalanga. Nakuba driver yabadde awo. Driver ayinza okuba abadde ng'agenda n'ayambala obugalubindi bw'abaana n'awuga. But anyway, abaana abadde ba planned kid ng'alina emmotoka ebatwala ku ssomero. Tebalinga ffe. Tetwatambulangawo, twakanyoomangawo. So it handles well, quite well. We are going to look at it and how it performs on the Northern Bypass. I'm going to do checks for both parking tickets and police receipts to make sure that you're not buying a car that has any outstanding. The lady that owns this car, the car is in her name, so she'll do transfer very fast. I'm also, at the end of the video, I'm also going to tell you what my recommended price for this car is. There is a price that she wants, and I also have a price that I'm recommending. And I told her I'm going to be quite honest with my recommended price, and also I'm going to show you why I recommend that price. Katsoke tugende.
For the love of cause Uganda. Welcome to the road where rubber meets the soul. For the love of cause Uganda. The story is right, all the new they shine with pride. Toyota, Nissan, Benz, or Mazda, we break it down, no proper.
If you sit in this car, you definitely realize that it's more raised than a standard, your ordinary Fielder, the second generation, the first generation. It's also a little bit higher than the Toyota Wish, so it gives you a higher ground clearance. And of course, it has 15-inch wheels, which is the same thing with the old Fielder. But Bojikwata, the way it was built, it's a little higher. But you take space, katate ono yateka space z'abatoro. I really need to see the plug. Space z'abatoro. Zifa are softer on the car.
To play, restore the past, drive into tomorrow. We bring the love, not just the horsepower. Is it a no or a TX ride? We'll show you what's real, not just a hype. Stalin builds an engine.
I remember the year was about 2001 when they bought the first Toyota Fielder. That was the first generation. Then we went on, 2006 came the second generation. Now this is the third generation of the Toyota Fielder. This comes with the traditional 1NZ engine, 1.5 liter, gives you about 103 horsepower, but it has something different. It is 4-wheel drive. Now, a lot of you guys normally, when you go to the market, you want to buy a car, probably 2-wheel drive. But the traders these days are bringing a lot of 4-wheel drives. Now, this wasn't bought yesterday or last month. This was bought about 3 years ago. How do I know? It is a UBN. Now, the UBN number plate came out around 2023. Kati, because it's a UBN stroke P, it means in a Morocco ate kuba yajigula nga mu April, May, June, around there. May, June. So 2023 to 2024 was 1 year, 2025, 2 years. So because we're in 2026 almost, now that's about 3 years.
For the love of cause Uganda, we roll. From dusty road to dreams.
I love the design of this car. Now, when you look at this car from the front to the back, the way it was designed, This is a more aerodynamic car. Lwaki empewo bwejja egikuba eti so eba egiyitako buyisi kitegeeze ne moroka eba egenda kuwa better performance on the highway because empewo egiyitamu nga nnyonyi ate era eba erina okusevingamu ku mafuta especially if you drive it properly. Now it has also its design here mu bulamu fog lights which you can definitely put there. But the front grille also gives an aggressive look, almost the look that the Corolla will give you, and that's what it does. And then of course, this one comes with part normal bulb, part projector bulb, but let's just leave it there. I love the side mirrors, the design, and of course they are huge, like I say, they are very huge, which give you a very good view of the rear of your car. And then of course it has its lines now.
To play, restore the past, drive into tomorrow. We bring the love, not just the horsepower. Is it a no or a TX ride? We'll show you what's real, no just.
This is where one of the problems that I spotted with this car comes in, and I told the owner of the car that while I do pre-sale inspection, it's like I'm doing inspection for the person that's going to buy this car. Sembedawana, I want you to look along the lines of this car. Do you see something wrong? Do you? You don't see anything wrong. So the cameraman doesn't see anything wrong, but I want you to come closer. Whatever one, you see this crack? So this is filler. A Moroccan, the owner told me when I asked that baji kubamu koano. Either when you hit or hold it up, I want us to compare the sounds. What you hold it up, then come this way. You feel it? Tetwetagana kufuna buli obuntu bw'Abarabu balina bwe bakwasaako. You feel the sound. Now, baji kubamu. Did it go all the way? No. When you look at it, wano lines zayo zikyali okay, zikyali strong. Tekyayingira nnyo. Okitegeera, tekyayingira nnyo. Emmotoka eteekwa okuba ng'oli yali akyama, okay? Mu kukyama n'ate nga mmotoka yali ya waggulu, mu kukyama najja n'aginyigira wano bw'ati. Era ky'ova olaba nti this place actually looks a little bit fresher than the rest of the car because it was sprayed. Okitegeera. So that's one of the things that I saw that is wrong. Probably also the other thing that is wrong is this light here. It also needs to be changed because it has NH2 taleyo. And we have also a crack in the windscreen. Yeah? So literally those are the things that you are supposed to work on. In already it has that sound. Then there's also this missing plastic here. You have not riveted them. For the guys that haven't riveted them yet, but the one here, so those are 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 things so far that you have to do. And how do I know it's 4-wheel drive? Well, this particular model and chassis number came with 4-wheel drive cars. Now yet, I want to teach you how would you see these things. Olaba, ina shafts, driving shafts mabega. That's how you know the car is 4-wheel drive. Of course, ina nekadifu so that's how you know the car is 4-wheel drive. And that's something that probably gives it an advantage, especially if you drive in villages where there are bad roads, where you normally have slippery roads, you will basically be going there. I think when they sprayed this place, bafuwa bumper, but abasajja bafuwe moroka bamba, they are idiots. Nafuwa but this is no problem, definitely. This is no problem. So let's look at the interior first, and then we'll go on to the engine. The interior is as clean as a car that wasn't being driven by someone that is aware that after Yabagamba, when you go to wash a car, take it to a place where they actually do vacuuming. Now, when you look here, all about this is typical of someone that goes to a washing bay, we bakuta obukuso olumune bakuta ne brush. Okitegeera. and then teba vacuuming. Aba alowooza ettaka eririmu bw'alikuuta ne brush mbonga livaamu. Guys, everybody that has a car, buy a vacuum cleaner at home if you can. I saw there are guys that import the small vacuum cleaners handheld, okateeka wali eri mu katuka sigara ka vacuum cleaner kakuyambako okugyamu ettaka. Do that. So that's the other place that I saw that probably wasn't very well done. And then of course when you look at the seat belt, it was, of course the year doesn't come here, but it was manufactured in 2015. And for you guys that have kids, the seat belts are still intact back here. Still intact back here, and yeah, just like that. And then I love the fact that this car doesn't have a cloth on the door panels. The clothes, normally the clothes on door panels, this makes this car very easy to clean. And because this is like the basic trim of this model, tebera na leather seats ebera na bugoye na seats za bugoye. And then it has speakers in the rear and speakers in the front. Let's look at the front. Air curtain airbags here. Let's look at the front. Now, when we come to the front here, like I said, it has very good leg room here, and you have a traction control button here. This is something that this literally the only error that I saw, that the traction control button doesn't go off the screen. And you have storage here, and here, yeah, and you have storage here as well. Yeah, storage here. But storage here and in the doors as well. Let's see if you can listen to the music and see the quality of music it gives us. It also has a security button, which you won't see. So come here. I've just touched the security button there, and that's the only way you can start this car. So let's see the kind of sound that we get from this car. Equalizer, and kuliko kuno chikava cha dereva chiyateka. I don't think the owner put this thing on, so I'll do the owner a favor. This car definitely looks better without the chikava on. See, I love that this car doesn't have plenty of cloth in all the panels. It's strictly this material that is very easy to clean. Doesn't have a lot of buttons here, which makes it very easy. And then of course you can shift the lights back and forth. And chine chiwempe nachisanze bwenti nange nensalawo nkirinyireyo bwentu eno machine yange gye nkozesa ku diagnose.
For the love of cars, Uganda we roll. From dusty roads to dreams we patrol. Review steps we break it down, helping every driver in the town. For the love of cars.
Let's look at the engine. This comes with a CVT. It comes with a CVT, and it will come with I'm thinking 15-inch wheels. Size MP 15. Also very good. Let's see. Come. Abaye. Dereva yateekamu omutoro uno. Omutoro omulaba. Omutoro omulabye. Whatever that reason was, but still the car is still intact. So this is the 1NZ engine. But for the person that's going to buy this car, the moment you buy this car, go do your own service. And wanokunguru wano, we have a top cover leakage here. Ojiraba. Either but you see, no, it's not a top cover. Bali bayiwamu oil wano nasasana na jeno. So tugendagenda kulunya. Katugende kati kulunya tulabe what other thing is wrong with this car. Ebirala byonna ndaba nga biba bitukolera. For now, like, let me remind you, the owner wants 30 million shillings. And at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you what's my recommended price. For now, come, let's look at the boot.
Uganda we roll. From dusty roads to dreams we patrol. Review steps we break it down, helping every driver in the town.
The boot is quite humongous as well, and Okay, this is something I hadn't paid attention to. This car doesn't come with a spare tire. And you know, like all cars that don't come with spare tires, it comes with a pump. Kano kakuyambako okuzomuka muki. Where is the repair kit? It's supposed to come with a pump and a repair kit. Yeah? And then it has a huge boot like all Fielders and a boot cover to complement it. So let's go kurunya tuyemulokeni bwetambula.
For the love of cars, Uganda we roll. From dusty road to dreams we patrol. Reviews teams we break it down, helping every driver in the town.
Right. So let's look at, let's try to see if we have any. Njagala line bugu mulibenga lidda waggulu so that it doesn't come back to us at the bottom. All right, come. It's actually quite clean. Akoka differential kano kalinga akababirira okalaba kayinza to see tutandikiriza. But all the bushes are very, bushes has it. Yekwata difu. Naye bajinyigamu bajinyigamu. It's actually clean down here. Wano wonna. Kuno okubalira kulyoke kulabika. Bwamukwe kuli. Bush exhaust, wire. Ngachi zili bweru kana kaino kama kaino okutuuka ne kagatta. Let's look. We are fine. Rubber boot eno giraba. That's why we have grease here, eh? Because the rubber boot ogiraba yavaayo. So it might need. No, actually what happened, I think it had. No. It needs to be fastened. Either it grew loose because of the heat. It needs to be a rubber boot. It got to be fastened. But this one is actually more tough than the other one. You know. That's what I did. That one. So those two rubber boots need to be worked on. We don't have any leakage. This is the engine crankcase. To pour your oil. This is the CVT crankcase, and it's no leakage at all. It's very clean. Intact, it means it hasn't been banded to tinkula. So, newansi bonna obwokunyigamu tebuna kanoha naye kakyali bukyali tujayita. Those two rubber boots need to be greased. That's the only thing that I've seen down here that needs to be worked on. Nairi bush ya diff yetagonyigamu naye nga it's not really that urgent.
Reviews teams we break it down, helping every driver in the town. For the love of cars, Uganda. Welcome to the road where rubber meets the soul. For the love of cars, Uganda. On the streets the story is right.
So guys, that's the Fielder for you. No leakage at all. Very good suspension, healthy engine, healthy gearbox or transmission, good working SC. Emipiira egiriko ojja givugayo emyezi nga 7 bw'oba otambula nnyo. Bw'oba tutambula nnyo, you can actually take the tires for 1.5 years. But if you're like Arthur, 6 months, 7 months, you have to buy new tires. Overall, the condition is actually quite good. It's a buy. It's the type of car that we should actually be calling a buy and drive. You buy it today, you drive it today. You don't go to the garage to fix anything, apart from those rubber boots that I've showed you guys. The owner wants 32 million shillings. I, on the other hand, recommend that she prices the car at 28 million shillings, but she bought it 45 million shillings, so she says 32 million shillings is fair, and also looking at the condition that she has kept the car in. It's so you can call her, find the middle ground. The number is at the bottom, as you have always seen. I've also added it in the description, so you can call the lady and negotiate. Tell her, but Arthur recommended 28. Let's find the middle ground. Now, do you have to do pre-purchase inspection? I don't think you'd have to do pre-purchase inspection if you go and buy this car in like the next 1 or 2 weeks, yeah? But if you buy this car upwards to a month since I did this video, then you definitely need to get a pre-purchase inspection done. What I have done is almost what we do when we go do a pre-purchase inspection, yeah? I have put a diagnosis machine on, and of course, one thing that I've seen that needs to be worked on, it's a technical thing, it's a hardware thing, it's a traction control light that doesn't go off, yeah? And of course, since it's a 4-wheel drive vehicle, it could be something that is very simple or something that is a little bit complicated, but it's an electronic issue. It's probably not that you need to buy spare parts. A wiring technician has to look at this car and definitely help you sort that out. It doesn't have any other error. Now let's just go through the things that you need to do for this car. You need to buy a windscreen, you need to buy one light there, and of course it had a crash history at the rear end, the driver's side, and of course the 2 rubber boots that you need to replace, and one plastic cover that is missing near the bonnet there. Those are and of course cleaning it. The driver wasn't doing a very good job. If you look at the roof here, the roof lining here, sika yonjo bulungi. Ate driver like ati yavuganga AC, which, and I've told them that against guy, by drive AC full time. Why? This will keep your car very cleaner than most of the other cars. But other than those things, which will probably amount to less than 600,000 shillings, because the windscreen. The light, I'm not sure about the price, but it could be 300 or 350,000 shillings. The rear light, nenga atoyinza okasanga it's even cheaper. Kati mubale ttaala lye mabiga mitwalo nga 35, windscreen ya mitwalo 22 kali ka plastic ko kayinza okubulayo. Bumanyi okubula akabulawo. Ka side ya passenger, nenga bwo kafunye nako kayinza 50 to 100,000 shillings. Rubber boots, gitwale nga service. Ntojja kujjayo obunege. Baseko rubber boot endala ekwata obulungi baziteeke rubber boot ziri 2 rubber boot enzo baya mitwalo nge 5 that's 100,000 shillings. And of course I said when you buy this car, do your own service. So basically when you buy this car, let's say you buy it like 31 when mom negotiating over 30, take away mitwalo emirala nga nkaaga ejokugiza mu mbeera atha gyayagala ebeeremu naye ng'era ne bw'oba tobikoze. If you buy this car, you go straight to Christmas after doing engine service. Obviously, you need to understand how to go around it. Nenga crack eno gira basiye nene nyere ekirya omusirikale ayinza ogireka mu boyogedde bulungi nebo boyogedde bubi kipapulanga kikwata. The urgent thing is the windscreen. That's the urgent thing. The rubber boots are not urgent. The light is not urgent, but the windscreen is definitely very urgent, guys. Until the next pre-sale inspection, I wish the owner of this car good luck as she puts it on sale, and I hope it doesn't add any problem until someone else buys it. And I wish the next owner of this car very good luck with it.